roundtable will be starting subsequent to this, and you will be getting more data and.
One more. Yes. Gentlemen. Ma'am, look here, ma'am. Look here. What do you look guys, right? Yes, ma'am.
Coming us in some time. So the release has been given to you, and we would be glad to give you any kind of clarifications and questions that you might have. So this region of Tamil Nadu and in South India, we are very far from Delhi, and an extension of all the trade and commerce development for various cities of South India is being initiated by the office here, and we are hoping and looking for a lot of cooperation from our Ministry of External Affairs and also from the various embassies, and Madam Excellency from the Ethiopian Embassy is giving us all the support for developing these trade relations and other social and cultural aspects of building and strengthening these bilateral relationships. So I would leave the floor to you to ask any questions that you might have.
A company called Corporate Clinic and also Govt Academy. Corporate Clinic basically into consulting services, to niche consulting basically, merger acquisitions, fund syndication, private equity, etc. As part of the portfolio, we also handle corporates, which means that across industries we serve. That is one of the reasons why I was invited for the webinar which took place on November 30th. I was asked to make a presentation on COMESA of Indian COMESA relationship. So I did the presentation, where I found that most of the African countries, between Africa and India, we have a lot of things in common. For example, in the forest reserves and also the agri reserves, quite huge, which is not being tapped properly. That's what I feel. So that needs to be the focus for the first to start the relationship. Now, COVID, I think, is one of the key things that is happening in the world. In India, basically, we found that COVID did not affect people who have a good immunity levels, and those people who had a clean life, they were not affected. Disciplined food, not been affected. So most of the food what we take, particularly in South Indians, like our turmeric, garlic, all these are blended or added to the as a spice to these foods. So therefore, the immunity level has gone up very well. So therefore, most of this was not affected by the COVID. So that's one.
The first thing you will recognize is that my skin is not either here nor there. But I can tell you that I have been living in Africa and African countries for 30 years before I made my home in India. And as it so happened, my first 2 years living in India were in Chennai. What it allows me to have is, having working around about 37 countries across the African continent out of the 55 countries we have, is a good understanding of how things work or how they not work, what can be done and what should be done. It is also my opinion that whatever work is done between India and the African state is that the partners are to be of equal standing, that there is not one junior partner in it. The pluses are, of course, that both the countries of Africa and all are developing countries, and so is India developing countries.
For Dr. Asif for organizing this special event, and also for the Indo-African Trade Council and the India Economic Trade Organization. As it has been said, India and Africa have had a long years relationship, and the relationship can be seen from both political, economic, and technical, and also diplomatic collaboration. And there are so many Indian who are living in different places in Africa. And among all, the trade relation between India and Africa is increasing from time to time. And when we come specifically to Ethiopia, Ethiopia has started its relation with India in the 1st century, where the Indian trader used to go to Ethiopia to sell their silks and spices, whereas they used to buy golds and different kind of precious material from Ethiopia. So this long years relationship has grown into better diplomatic level, and Ethiopia is the first African country that has started established its embassy in India in 1948, just 1 year after the independence of India. This really shows the historic relationship between India and Ethiopia. So I believe even if there are currently more than 600 Indian companies that are operating in Ethiopia, working in different kind of sectors, but I believe the formation of this Indian Trade Council would really help to boost the already existing good relationship between many different countries and India, and also with Ethiopia. So I again want to congratulate